You know what? I was going to be nice. I was going to be nice, but I woke up this morning, I said, fuck that. I said, fuck all that nice stuff. I'm trying to finish this while it's hot. But I said to myself, I slept like a baby. But I said to myself, you know, I've been having red flags about this young man since I met him. And I'm not one of them type of people that have red flags and don't say nothing about the red flags that I see. So, you know, anytime I've had those red flags, I pull cards and I mention them. And long story short, I just wasted a year because I was right. Now, while I could have been quiet, I chose to say something because I know that he's going to walk around here and perpetrate and act like he's just this nice guy, and he's not, because that's what everybody thinks he is. Like he's just this nice, sweet guy. But long story short, he just punched me in my face last week. Not once, but twice. Turned around, had to apologize to my mama for it. And told me if I wanted to, I could call my cousins to come beat his ass. And he won't fight back. And his grandma ain't raised him like that, this, that, and the third. But fast forward to a couple months ago, he grabbed me and body slammed me into his flat screen TV and it broke. And I went to the hospital that night. And when it happened, I was hysterical crying. And I asked him then, so when are you going to hit me? Because I've been in these situations before. Which is sad to say, but I've been in domestic situations before. In early relationships, you know, the past 5 years I was in one. And I know how these things work. So while they up here and they always acting like they don't hit women and they'll never do it again, it's a lie. We wasn't going to be able to bounce back from that once he punched me in my face. And the thing about it is, I didn't hit him back because I also know that he's one of them type of people that would try to act as if somebody did something to him if the police had got involved. And they didn't. Because I didn't call the police because, long story short, little buddy wouldn't have been able to handle jail. But that's where he should have gone. But I'm not going to be quiet about it because I'm just not. And while the stories may start to flow and, you know, he may say things, one thing about me, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm perfect. But what I can say is that I am on a healing journey, and I was on one before I met him because I was in a situation like this before. So the fact that he did that says a lot about his character. And now I'm starting to understand why he goes through the things that he goes through. And anytime you get in a relationship with somebody and you're glowing before you meet that person, and then as time goes on, your glow starts to go away and you start to look stressed and depressed and all those things, which is what was happening to me. That is your sign right there that spirit is not agreeing with what you got going on. And no matter how much you think a person is going to do for you and to you, the things that you do to them, if you're a good person and you're trying to be the best that you can be, everybody is not built the same. So what I'm going to say is that there's so much more to this story, but what really took the cake, took it over the edge, is his character, his integrity, and his immaturity. And I just thank God that I'm out of that situation where I don't have to question somebody's motives anymore. I don't have to question if they're trying to use me anymore. I don't have to question if, they're lying, which he does a lot. I don't have to question whether, I'm going to be protected or have to protect myself in the relationship. I don't have to worry about baby mama drama anymore because it's fucking ridiculous. I don't have to worry about his complexes. I don't have to worry about his ego anymore. And the thing about it is, if you go and you look, we just broke up. We just broke up. He just punched me in my face last week. And it's other stuff that I can say. And I don't mind saying it, but it would make this video so long. But I had to say, because you up here posting, talking about your weight loss journey, your beard game strong, and all this other shit. It's been less than 24 hours and you're already online reaching for validation and reaching for attention from other people, when you should be sitting your ass down somewhere, healing and reflecting on what you just did and what you've done as a man. But you so busy want to maintain this image online, when in real life you a fucked up person. And you're not gonna get away with it. You're not gonna get away with none of the bullshit that you did. And again, I don't care what he says about me. Yes, I have a temper. Yes, I'm very sensitive. Yes, I have trust issues. Yes, I have, traumas from a long time ago. But he does too. He does too. And we carry them differently. And we express them differently. And that's where heads start to butt all the time. Because where on my end I do have integrity and understanding. I'm older than him too. I wasn't gonna baby this man. And I'm not gonna sit back and let him walk around and act like he's just this perfect patty, because he's not. And I'm not going to let him sit up here and portray like he's got his shit together, like I said, and he's just in the gym. He don't drink that much. He don't smoke, but he does shrooms. But he does drink. As soon as something triggers him, he's drinking a whole bottle. Don't let him fool you. He's watching what he eats. This nigga eats hamburgers and shit damn near every day. And for the past 2-3 weeks, yeah, we've been on it as far as what we're watching, what we eat or whatever. But before that, he just splurged and ate 2-3 burgers a couple days ago at work and came home shitty as a bull and throwing up. And quite frankly, when I met him, he was overweight. And I didn't mind that. You know what I'm saying? I was already on my journey for fitness in the first place when I met him. But to start to get an ego as time goes on and start treating people differently and acting like you're like just above everybody because you go to the gym every day. But meanwhile, behind closed doors, you're arrogant. You don't talk nice to women. you're super friendly to men, and you putting your hands on women. Which is what I believe you was doing before you met me. So you can say that you've never done that before, but I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And the only thing that I regret is not listening to my discernment in my dreams, the whole relationship. And I also regret lowering my standards for potential in a person that I thought was a good person. When as time was going, I was saying that potential is very short. It's very short-lived. And I'm really doing this too because I already know what you're gonna do. You did it the first time we broke up. You're gonna walk around and act like you're fine, but you're not fine. You're not okay. But one thing about me is I'm always gonna be good. It's when I get in relationships with people like you where I'm in a bad space. And I'm so thankful that I woke up this morning with the strength that I have to say, no, you're not about to do that. And I also know people watching, because y'all don't see everything, of course, and I don't share everything. But I know people might be watching and saying, why does Roxy keep getting in situations like this? Her relationships don't work. My relationships don't work because I don't settle. My relationships don't work because I don't allow people to run over top of me. My relationships don't work because I'm not going to sit up here and allow a man to say that they want a real woman, but they don't want the responsibility of a real woman. And me being a real woman, sit up there and try to make you stand up in your fucking shoes on your 10. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tolerate your baby mama's BS. I'm not going to tolerate your mama's BS or your sister or your family's BS. I'm not that woman. You're not going to have me in a position where when I'm single, I'm safe and I'm good. I'm protected at all times alone and I'm glowing and I'm happy, and then come into my life with all this chaos and then take it out on me. And I'm just going to keep, that's not who I am. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to keep working on myself, but I don't have to get up here and post a selfie and act like my life is all, sugar and sweet, because it's not. I go through things like everybody else goes through things. But what I can tell you is I will never, ever put myself in that position again. I mean that on my life. Any red flags that I see, you're out. I'm not going to sit around no more and move off the empty promises out of people's mouths anymore. It's got to be show and prove, period. And, again, it's just, you're not gonna walk around here acting like you a good guy and you don't got no shit with you. That's what you're not about to do. And I wasn't going to allow you to sit up there and bank off of my name or bank off of what I've worked very, very hard to maintain, which is standing on my business, doing my business the way I'm supposed to. I wasn't going to allow you to sit up there and think that I'm about to sit up there and share what you got going on and boost you like you. No, you're going to have to do what you got to do from the ground up, just like I did. And a little piece of sex ain't going to get you that from me. Trust me, other people have tried in the past. I don't care about none of that. And when you seen that wasn't going to work, your true colors and that ugliness in you started to show. And again, my discernment is on 100. And it's getting stronger every day. So, respond if you want. People can judge if you want. Anybody can really say whatever they want, but I know and he know what really happened and what's up. And I've never really spoken on my domestic violence journey or like what I've been through in life or whatever. But like I said, I'm not new to this shit. But that's because I'm a strong I'm a strong energy. And a lot of weak men can't handle that. And when they can't beat you financially, and they can't beat you emotionally, and they can't beat you any other way, that's what they go to. Well, meanwhile, me in the past, what I probably would have done, he probably wouldn't be here today, or I would have fought him back. But I wasn't gonna do that, because that's not where I'm at anymore. I'm a grown ass woman. And I'm gonna let karma do what it do for him. Karma's already been eating him up since he did it. Karma served him quick. But I had to get this off my chest. And it's embarrassing. And it's sad. But this is the reason why before I met him, I was on that I don't want to date. Because people are just different. And the way that I love and the way that I'm real is very rare. And it don't be matched. And everything that I say, I can back up and I can prove. And anything else that I could say, I can back up and I can prove. And like I said, I'm not about to sit up here and act like I'm not mad, because I'm hot. I'm hot on the inside for real. Because again, it's just like, you wasted my time. When I tried to let you go in the beginning, because I started seeing all the red flags, and that's at the time when I thought you was a good person and a nice person. And do I feel better? No. Do I know it's people that's watching this probably happy at what they're seeing that I'm going through? I already know that they are. But there's also people that's needing to see this message, that's needing to understand and needing to hear. I got some shit with me. And like I said, I used to be the person that would fight back. That's not who I am no more. And I don't deserve it. And I love too hard. And I've been through a lot of stuff. My family's been through a lot of things. But I'm real, and I'm honest, and I'm gonna speak my mind. I don't care who likes it. I don't care what nobody has to say about it. I don't care what nobody feels about it. Because like I said, I've been through this before. And I don't know why the devil keeps wanting to attack me in relationships in this way. But the difference about me now is I recognize what it is. That's the difference. Because I've seen it in my family and in other situations. I'm not the first person in my family that has gone through this. I've seen it before. I grew up with it. So if the way that I, react to stuff is considered, extra, or I don't care, because you ain't walked in my shoes. And what's one of the craziest thing about all this is, even after the fact that he did that to me last week, the only thing that he can keep saying is he's sorry and he's not going to do it anymore. But don't understand the fact that ever since this happened, I've been having flashbacks about it. And then one of the last words out of his mouth when we were in a relationship is because he's finding out some stuff about co-parenting situation, and that's been hell since I met him, since she found out he had a girlfriend. But then you're going to sit up there and say, because you found out something else in that, you know what I'm saying, again, taking shit out on me, you're going to say that I'm not being your piece in this situation. That's where you fucked up at, because I'm not supposed to be your piece in your baby mother's situation. That's not my job to be your piece in that situation. Because little do you realize that because of that situation, all y'all have done is created and brought a whole bunch of chaos in my life. I don't have kids. I don't have to be your piece in that situation. You need to get that under control, because like I told you when I first met you, you should have had that shit under control before you decided to be in a relationship with someone who made it very clear, I don't want to deal with baby mama drama. And just because she disrespects you and drags you through the mud doesn't mean that she's going to drag me through the mud and disrespect me left and right. Which she's tried, and I had to check her. But that's where you fucked up at. That's not my job to be your piece when she fucks up your life. As a man, that's your job to handle. And that's your job to protect me from the backlash of what you co-created. I didn't lay down with her. And every time she makes you mad, don't mean you could take it out on me because I'm the closest thing to you. All I was trying to do is love you, be supportive, and like I said, not baby you and hold your hand, but have you stand on your 10 like a man and handle your business. Because the things that you have accomplished as far as what you've done to get past that, or all your personals with that and what you've grown in that is because of me. And remember that. And for any person who sit up there, I'm talking to all men right now. Y'all better get y'all baby mamas in control. I ain't even gonna say in control, because you can't control what you can't control. But if you know that you got that going on, leave women that intimidate you and intimidate the baby mother alone. Because it's not gonna be good for you or me or her. Nobody's going to be comfortable. But I'm going to be comfortable from this point on, because I'm never ever going through this shit again. And I claim that right now over my life. I'm never going through this again. And the next time y'all see me, it's not going to be looking like I'm looking right now. It's not going to be under stress. It's not going to be under the attack, because I've been working really hard to get the devil in check. Like, and that's why he mad. But I'm okay with that, because I'm strong enough. And I'm glad that I did this. And when I told him, if you want, I can go deeper. I can say more. But he doesn't want that. But you're not about to sit up here and smile and grin and act like you good. Because I'm not good. I am good because I don't have to deal with this shit no more, and I'm happy about that. I am so happy about that. But you never deserved to even really be in my presence. Just like any other person that's ever hurt me. I'm too good for people.